just in case anybody was wondering, the dream that I put in the poem that I shared earlier was from the 19th of April this year. It was actually part of a series of dreams that night, which is very unusual for me these days. In the first part of the dream, the guy who lives upstairs, who is called John, somehow had left his bag in my room. And in the bag was loads of cash and some really important documents. And it was something to do with him trying to frame me because I apparently had tried to kill his parent. But they've definitely both died before I moved in here nearly a decade ago. And when I tried to tell my friends and family, everybody was believing him and not me. Then I caught a bus to Scotland so that I could go to Stuttgart in Germany. I don't know why, and also that would be the strangest way to try and get there. I wasn't sure where to get off the bus, so I decided to get off at a shop where there was a man on the third floor who had a son, but there were no steps at all. So basically the bus dropped us off on the third floor and we had to get down safely. I somehow managed to get down okay, but was worried about the dad and his son. And the son spoke to me in German, then Spanish, and I answered in French. To which the dad said he might employ me as an English tutor. When I looked at the John reference in the bag, I came across John 12.6, so this reference to the money, Judas accusing, I think it was Mary, of spending money on, like, spikenard, I think it was. I'm not sure about the killing his parents part. I definitely haven't done that. I'm not entirely sure of the reference to Stuttgart, but I looked it up and it's called the city of the automobile because it's where Porsche and another car manufacturer are based, so it may be a car connection. And I do have lots of dreams where I speak different languages, even though I'm not fluent in any of them, not even English when I'm awake. And I was just listening to a podcast to learn more about the hermit card symbolism with Virgo constellation. And they were talking about flowers as being obviously part of symbolism for female anatomy, and the idea of buying yourself flowers, an act of self-love, which I thought really funny after I'd just written the poem, because I wasn't making that connection at the time, but obviously my subconscious was. And then hearing more about Virgo reminded me that when I looked through my dream diary recently, this is the one I talked about from 2022, which is one of the only ones I've got left from past years. I dreamt that I moved to Virginia and ended up going to university there. But that's the only detail that I wrote down, so that's really helpful. Anyway, thanks for listening, and please like and subscribe if you enjoy that waffling.